right. Shalom, Israel. We're going back to. Yes, all right, Shalom, Israel. We're back. Shalom, Israel. We're back. We're going to read Mark chapter 7 in Hebrew. Waya kwa halwa al yawa hapa ra wash yam wa man hasa wa par yam ashara ba awa ma ya ra sha la yam. Verse 2. Wa ya haya kara wa tam mata la ma yad yawa a kal yam lakam bata ma at yad yaham ba la na ta ya la wa ya wa ka yakwa atham. Verse 3. Kaya hapara wash yam wakal haya hai haya ha wadyam la a ya a kalwa ba lat ya am ra katazawa at yad ya ham aid hapa rak ba a ka zam ba kwa ba lat haza kwan yam. Verse 4. Wa at ashara man hasha wak a ya nam a kal yam ba la a saba ya la wa I wad da bar yam a kar yam rab yam a shura kwa palwa la sha mar kamwa taba had yam wa ya wa ma ta wat wa ya sha alwa a watwa hapa ra wat no hapa ra wasyam waha sa wa par yam ma da wai sala ma yad yam aya yam ail paya kwa ba lat haza kwan yam kaya a lak yam lakam ba la nata ya lat yad yam. Verse 6. Waya Ein wa ya a mar al yaham haya tab na ba a ya shai ya wa al ya kam ha kwa nap yam ka ta wab ha aim ha taza basha pat yawa kabad wa na ya wa labwa ra kak kak man ya man naya, verse 8, wata ha wa ya wa. This is verse 8. That was verse 7. This is 8. Kaya a zab tam at mataza wat ala hayam la a kaz ba kwa yam a dum taba yal wat kad yam wa kasla rab wat atham Isham, verse 9, waya a mar al ya hum ma ya pa ish ya thum a shara ba ta la thum at matazawat ha'a la hayam kadya shata sha marwa at kwa ba lat come. Verse 10, kaya masha amar kabad at haba wa ka wa at a ma ka wa ma kwa lal ya wa a ma wa ma wat ya wa mat. Verse 11, wa a thum amar yum a yash kaya ya a mar la a ba ya wa la no wa la a ma wa kora bun para waswa mata na la a la hayam kal ma sha a sa na ha na laya. Verse 12, wa la a ta na yakwa lawa la aish wat I wad ma ba yawa wala a ma wa. Verse 12, wata parwa at the bar ha a la hayam al yadia kwaba lat kam a shira kwaba la thum waha ra ba ka a la atham aish yam. Verse 14. Waya kwa ra al kal ha'im wa ya amar al yaham sha maiwa alya kal kam wahaba yanwa. Verse 15. Ayan the bar maka watiza la dam shura ya wa kal la ta ma a wat wa ba awa al rabwa kaya hada bar yam ha ya wa taza yam ma manwa hama yata ma wa at ha'a dam. Verse 16. Kal shara zan yam lawa la sha mai ya sha mai. 17. Waya haya ka shara shab haba ya sa man haha ma wan waya sha la wa ta talama yad yawa il the bar hama shal. Verse 18. Waya mar ya ya baya na ha la tasha ka yalwa kaya kal haba al sa thawab dam maka wa taza lawa la yata la yata mai nawa. Verse 19. Kaya la yaba wa al lab wa kaya al ka rashwa wa ya taza lama wa taza wat la ha bar kal akal mar haya taza man dam hawa mata ma at dam. Verse 21. Kaya mata wab lab dam ya taza wat hama ka shab wat ha rai wat na up wa za na wa ra taza wak. Verse 22. Wa ga na wab wa pabda ba tazai wa ra sha I wa ram ya sawa lal wat I yan wa ga da wap waza da one wasa kal wat. Verse 23. Kal harai wat la ma kwa rab dam han yawa taza wat wa ma ta ma wat atwa. Verse 24. Waya kwam ma sham wa lak lawa al gaba wal wat. taza war, wa taza yad, one, wa ba, wa awa, haba, ya, sa, la, ba, kaya, ya, wa, dai, la, yash, la, no, wa, la, ya, kal, la, ha, ta, la, ha, sa, sar, verse 25, kaya, asha, ashura, roka, roka, ta, ma, naka, na, sa, ba, bat, ha, hakwa, ta, na, shama, I, at, shama, shamai, wa, ta, ba, wa, ta, pal, lara, gal, yawa. Verse 26, waha'a, sha, ya, wa, na, yat, wa, ra, taza, ma, wa, lad, ta, kana, ein, ashara, lasa, war, ya, wa, sa, ba, kwash, man, wa, laka, rush, at, ha, shad, ma, bat, ha. Verse 27, wa, ya, mar, al, yaha, ya, hawashai, hana, yak, ya, lasha, ra, as, wa, na, habanyam, kaya, la, tawab, la, kwa, kat, la, hum, no, la, cum, I think that's bread. Ha, banyam, wa, la, ha, sha, la, yakwa, la, taza, yaya, no, la, taza, yar, ya, wa, ya, ka, lab, yam, wa, tha, ein, wa, ta, mar, al, yawa, han, danya, abal, gum, taza, yar, ya, haka, lab, yam, ya, kal, wa, sa, kat, ha, shal, kan, ma, har, war, ya, lakam, ha, ban, yam. Verse 29, wa, ya, mar, al, ya, ha, ba, ga, lal, dabar, da, yeah, da, barka, za, lak, ya, laka, taza, no, ya, taza, ha, shad, ma, bat, ka. Verse 30, wa, sa, ba, al, ba, ya, sa, wa, ta, ma, taza, at, haya, la, da, ma, sha, ka, bat, il, hama, tha, wa, shad, ya, taza, ma, na. Verse 31, wa, ya, shab, waya taza'a maka ba wal tazawar wa tazayad one waya ba a al yam hagala yal ba ta wab ba ta wak gaba wal a shara I I yum. Verse 32. Waya ba ya awa al yawa ayash a shara ha ya karash wa a lum waya tha ka nan wa lawa lasha wam il yawa at yadwa. Verse 33. Waya kwak atwa la badwa ba ma kwa rob ha ma one waya sham at ataza by what yawa ba a zan ya waya rock waya guy il la shanwa. Verse 34. Waya by hama hasha waya bat waya bat hasha ma ya ma wa ya nak waya mar al yawa apa sak wa pa ra wash wa hapa sak. It's 34. Wa ba ra gai na pa sakwa ha zan yawa wa ya thar for shar lasha wanwa wa ya the bar basha pa bar wa ra. Verse 35. Wa ya za har wa tam kaya la ya sa parwa la yash wa ka shara ya taza ha no ya za ya za ya rom kan ya rabwa laha ka ra yas. Verse 37. Waya shat wa mamwa id ma ad waya marwa at hakal aisha ya pa gum. ha pa rush yum ha wa Aisha Lasha my yum gum ha'a lum yum la ma da bar yum.
Amen.
Amen. Yes, man, child.
Okay, thank you.
Ah,
That's it. Mine. You got yours, man. You got yours.
it feels hot in here.
Yeah, it is. It's so hot.
Huh?
There you go. You sit back there. You
Oh.
also. Don't too hot. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Mark chapter 7, verse 1. Then came together unto him the Pharisees and certain of the scribes which came from Jerusalem.
Hallelujah. Verse 1.
Oh, I can't find it. So the scribes and the Pharisees, which they have like different beliefs about. I think someone can about one believe in the resurrection or something, another one believe something like that. I forgot. Yeah, sorry, scribes and the Pharisees. Yeah, I was looking somewhere in Acts I couldn't find. That's just the Sadducees and the Pharisees. Yeah, so they came to him, which came from Jerusalem. When they saw some of his disciples eat bread with defiled, that is to say, with unwashen hands, they found fault. So they think is what a lot of them find, they always find like a fault with his disciples and with him. So they found because they didn't wash their hands. Verse 3, for the Pharisees and all the Jews, except they wash their hands oft, eat not, holding the tradition of the elders. This big tradition of the elders, not something to do with the law. Uh, I just want to just say something small. This is concerning the disciples, yes, but I just want to make a small thing about the priest. When the priest is going to do the service, he got to wash his hands and his feet when he's going to do the service. So, remember the time where they were picking corns and stuff, when they were hungered, and they just picked the corn and they ate it, and they criticized him for that. So they said, so they're always going around. A lot of them going around looking for something, yeah, to criticize Yahushua his disciples. Like what's here now. Verse 4. And when they come from the market, except they wash, they eat not, and many other things there be which they have received to hold as the washing of cups, pots, brazen vessel, and of tables. So they have these big rituals about all this excess washing and so on and so forth. Verse 5.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That was up to that.
yeah. Oh, come on, come on.
So, one would not think that, washing your hands before you eat is a bad thing, right? Especially if you might have been outside working, labor's work, cleaning outside, working on the pipes and doing all kinds of stuff, and you come in and get something to eat, it'd be a good thing to wash your hands. So what they did is they made it a tradition, something that, like you said, became a ritual. And it says nobody ate unless you went and did this thing. So now you look at today, you got certain, that's part of your family tradition. That, all right, you may say everybody gonna sit at the table and eat food. Before you sit down, you go in that bathroom, you're gonna wash your hands, then you can sit. If you don't, somebody gonna get on you. Well, you better get in that bathroom and wash your hands before you come sit, right? So that became the norm that was always done. Not to say that it's wicked to wash your hands before you eat, but that's just man's tradition, right? Because it's times where we may go eat and don't wash our hands. We ain't wicked because we ain't wash our hands.
We have a place to wash it.
Right. Well, you might have had a place. You got a bag. You got somebody we could go wash it right in there. But it's not to say that every time we go to eat, that somebody's going to go to the bathroom and wash their hands. Go to the sink and wash their hands. You may just go get something to eat. You hungry. You want to get something to eat. It ain't like you breaking any of the Most High's law. That's man's tradition. That's man's thing. But they were so big on you making sure you're gonna do that, and that became like the law.
Yeah.
That became the standard.
Because
they got on you because you didn't do it, as opposed to something of the Most High. Like they ain't holding the Most High's law to the same severity.
Right.
And that's what now became the thing of the Jews to follow all these traditions of the elders. Like so, it's like the Pharisees got together and said, you know what? People need to always do this, right? People need to always do that, and then we want to enforce it. So it made them almost seem like they were the Most High. They were like the power to put this out there. And now it's the same thing today with certain people, right? You figure out where you follow or where you get certain of your traditions from is from men. It ain't come from the Most High. It came from men. Why you keep church on Sunday? So look and say, well, because God changed it. No, he didn't. That's what man did. So a lot of this is because of man's own fight to be like God changed that.
Man did. There is petition for man, but like I put it out there, I was talking to somebody, and they were saying, I said, no, the Sabbath. They never got rid of the Sabbath. You're supposed to be on the Sabbath. They ain't supposed to be on the Sunday. So they said Sunday the first day of the week. And then they went to the scripture, I can't remember, somewhere in the New Testament, 1999, where it said it was the first day of the week when they gathered. And that's where they got that tradition.
That's man's tradition.
Yeah, but it was in the Bible. That's where they got it.
Yeah, but they made a tradition. You could make a tradition out of a lot of things you see in the Bible.
Yeah, but that's what they used.
Yeah.
Oh, see, they changed it to Sunday. It was the first day of the week, and all the disciples got together. They gathered together. See?
So they show in the Bible it's changed now?
That's what they said.
That's this their tradition.
It said that in the Bible. It didn't say this is the day that's the gathering, and it just said it was the first day of the week, and the disciples got together again. And that's what they used to go to church on
Sunday. They look at resurrection. Let me just read this quickly. Yeah, Matthew 23 verse 3. All therefore whatsoever they bid you observe and do, but do not ye after their works, for they say and do not. Verse 4, for they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. So they're laying all this heavy burden,
Uh-oh.
these
Last night.
these heavy burdens. Because for example, if I'm in the market, if I just go out there, a guy selling fruits in the street, and decide to buy a banana just to eat, they're like, "Did you wash your hands?" All this washing the hands is just like, I want to eat a banana because I'm on the way to going where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
So they will be down upon me like that for doing something like that.
Oh,
Oh, God.
the statement that you just read and what Shemot said. That's how it was like this tradition. It's a tradition that they grew up way back then. Maybe that went even further about the husband and wife thing though. It's a tradition not to lay out with their wives. So they carry that on.
Yeah, that's a law.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
That's a damn law.
Yeah, yeah, that's law, yeah. Yeah, law is law, tradition is tradition. So they would lay these in Matthew 23 and 4, it said they laid up these heavy burdens upon men. These heavy, heavy burdens. So if you want to buy a fruit, your child is hungry, you want to buy a banana and give him to eat. It's like, how come you didn't do all this washing, you know? Verse 5. Then the Pharisees and scribes asked him, why walk not thy disciples according to the tradition of the elders, but eat bread with unwashed washing hands? Eat bread with unwashed hands. Yeah, how come you didn't do the tradition of the elders with their tradition?
Well, keep reading. Jesus gonna get it.
Because it's a tradition and it's not the law. There's a simple way to answer that question. The hell with the elders.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus ain't following the law.
I just want to just throw something out there. This is when this is when they do the service. They're gonna do the service, right? So Exodus 30 and 21. It says, so they shall wash their hands and their feet, that they die not, and it shall be a statute forever to them, even to him and to his seed throughout their generation. So when they do the service, they have to. Besides, they could probably even come in a plastic bag completely. But when they come to the service, they're gonna wash their hands and feet. But the most I say, otherwise they'll die. That's to do the service with the priest. Exodus 30, 21.
You gotta be clean to do that service.
Yeah. You could be coming in a whole plastic, whatever, and just coming through, but you still gotta wash your hands and feet before you do the service. That's what the Most High says. Yes. Yeah. But me personally, when I come here, when I'm coming from, I try to, wash my hands before I start do the service. That's something that I do, you know. Verse 6, he answered and said unto them, well had Isaiah prophesied of you hypocrites, as it is written, these people honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. And verse 6. So you can read that in Isaiah 29 and 13. It says, wherever the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their hearts far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. So for Yahweh tried to tell them that they have to go back and look in the scriptures, look in Isaiah, and see what it says. Oh, he did say so. And verse 7, it says, howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. So, a lot of them doing that, Sunday church and all this stuff, but certain things, but they do not according to the scripture, not according to the Bible. That's the commandments of men, but not the commandments of God. And for gonna get one scripture.
Also, for verse 6, you give them.
Yeah. One more scripture before I forget it. Verse 7 is Isaiah 4. Let me just read this. So for a link with this, he said when they do the commandments of men.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, really? 54:15?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we'll come back to yours. He said, Isaiah 54, verse 15. He said, behold, they shall surely gather together, but not by me. Let's read it, the first part of that. So they're going to do their thing, but it's not by the Most, and the Most I didn't command these things. So they're going to, that's their tradition. And sometimes they want to follow like Jeremiah 10, talking about their tradition. Will learn not the way of the heathen. What they do as their tradition, we're not supposed to get caught up in it. A lot of us had get caught up in it in the past and want to celebrate their holidays and their holidays and so on and so forth and get caught up in it. But now we come out of that and we know what to follow the laws of the Most High. Khan Bakwat?
I'm sorry, 54:15 you said?
Yeah, Isaiah 54:15.
You pull Isaiah 29:13, right?
No, I didn't pull that.
Yes, you did. I mean,
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
Because that's what he was talking about, right?
Yeah, that's just from Isaiah. It says ECS here. So their commandments of men not supposed to be following. It's supposed to the commandments of God. Verse 8, for laying aside the commandment of God, ye owe the tradition, pots and cups, and many other such like things ye do. So he's showing that he's correcting them because they got all kind of probably certain things written down on what people supposed to do. Like I read before, they said they laid Matthew 20. So they laid heavy burdens upon men. And Matthew 23, 3. Yeah, like I read before, in Matthew 23, verse 3. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves would not move them with one of their fingers. So they're putting all these heavy burdens upon people. Verse 9. And he said unto them, full well ye reject the commandment of God, that ye may keep your own tradition.
And that's what they do today.
Keeping their own tradition.
So, um, one would be like we were talking about earlier, the Sabbath day, right? So, the Most High's commandment says that the seventh day is the Sabbath day of rest. Friday, sundown, Saturday, sundown. But then they'll come and say, nah, it's changed to the first day, which it hasn't been changed. But
Yes.
that's just, some of it is just for their convenience, right? Some people say the Sabbath day is every day for them, which is impossible. But anyway, so the Most High has a law. Man will come and say, well, no, we congregate on the first day of the week. This is what we do, right? So in order to keep your tradition, you've broken the Most High's commandment. That's what that's saying. You reject God's commandment to keep your tradition. Instead of coming on the seventh day, choose to keep it on the first day because that's your tradition and you oppose my commandment. That's what that's saying. Normally we'll just use it and say, oh yeah, you keep Christmas or whatever, and then case, but it's pretty much saying anything that you do to fulfill your tradition or man tradition that cuts the Most High. That's what that verse is saying.
Yeah. Even sometimes some of our people, like we tell them, about the Sabbath, Friday, sundown to Saturday, sundown. They say, well, that's your Sabbath. But Sunday is our Sabbath. And sometimes they get so comfortable because they're like the bishop right hand man, because he get a little collection for him and his family go there, and they've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, they've been doing that and they feel comfortable doing that because such and such is a usherette, the organist, and all of that stuff, and they get their little perks, they get their little badge and say that they're usher and all of these things. So yeah. So they want to keep, that because it's I can't leave that because every year they make a little collection for me, and I get that, and I thank the people. Yeah, Kansama. And sometimes they were saying, "Oh, it's the same God. It's the same God, right? It's only one God. It's the same God." Yeah, they always come and say, "It's the same God. It's only one God, the God that's in the Bible," and they have their Bible, and their big Bible, and that's what they do. And even see some pastor, oh yeah, to my Hebrew Israelite brothers, blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. Because I'm head of a big congregation, and this is what I run, and I get my nice salary, my nice perks. The church pay for this and pay for that, and so on and so forth, and they wanna keep that, keep their own tradition. Verse 10. For Moses said, honor thy father and thy mother, and whoso cursed father or mother, let him die the death. Yeah, that's what the law says. But ye say, if a man shall say to his father or his mother, it is korban, that is to say, a gift by whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, he shall be free.
What does that mean?
Yeah, Corbin. And you talk about the same word?
I'm talking about Corbin in the whole verse.
Oh, okay. Well, I understand the word, but the word Corbin.
So,
You gotta be talking back to your mother and father and all. So I got that part. Corbin.
Corbin
Yes, man. No, man.
yeah, what's the gift? What is saying Corbin mean?
Don't talk.
What's the breakdown of it?
Oh, what my dictionary? See my company.
Stuck in that one.
Okay. You move.
But you're supposed to, honor your mother and father.
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
A gift. It means a. Stuff. So you should be free from giving them, honor as the father. Giving them honor to your mother and father.
Right.
As if it doesn't mean, as if it doesn't mean that you're supposed to honor them. Somebody get the AC. Please.
Corbin.
It just means as a gift.
Right? So when you kind of go and you go deeper into it, and honoring your mother and your father, you would do certain things for them, or you would provide, help provide certain things and giving them their honor, right? They get older, you help them out with certain things. So now, here it is that the priests, um, Pharisees, and them made this new tradition that if you classify something as a gift that was meaning to be given to them, then that would release their duty from providing anything to the parent. Because remember, when you sit in the seat of a priest, the Most High had it that Israel would always go and do what? Give their stuff to the priest, right? You would give your tithes to the priest, or you would give offerings to the priest, right? Free will offering, we read about that during the Feast of the Tabernacles, where it says that you provide your gifts, your free will offerings, your tithes, and all that to the Most High. By giving it to the Most High, you have to give it to the priest, and the priest deal with it. So now things that you would have for your mother or your father or your parents, that's now for the Most High. That's like a gift that you give to the Most High. So now you can't give it to your parents no more because you already classified it as a gift that's going to be given for them. Now, if I'm a priest and if I'm like how we described a little earlier, I'm gonna be in my church and they're gonna pass a collection plate around. They're gonna give me a tithe fund, right? It's for me, right? I don't want that to be taken away from, but I'm supposed to go and do my own work. But what I'm going to do is now I'm going to have a pastor fund, right? A building fund, this fund. You're going to have all these things that's going to be given to the priest or the reverend or the pastor or whatever that church. And now it's now not going to what probably is best served for.
Yeah.
So in this case, what Yahushua is doing is said, look, you come up with a tradition that goes against the Most High. Because what you have done now is made it so that the child doesn't give to the parents what is supposed to be given to him. He can just say, nah, it's a gift. The gift is supposed to be given for them. And now he don't honor his father and mother no more. He's free from any responsibility that he has to give to his parents or that he should do for his parents, right? Because this is the gift, I'm the gift, whatever it is, I'm not obligated to do anything for them. As a parent, you got children, you expect your children to do certain things that you want them to do. I need you to go over here and do this. Take a car and go ahead. I need you to go buy me this, go buy me that. Now I gotta go do something for such and such over here. I'm providing them services.
Who is such and such? The priest?
The priest.
Yeah.
Right? Because the gift is now being given to them. The service is now being given to them, rendered unto them. So now by doing that for them, that person is now not obligated. You don't have to do nothing for the parents no more. So that now cuts what the Most High has said in the law: honor your father and your mother.
Right.
I ain't got to do that no more. So now it's like a trump card.
Mm-hmm.
Corbin,
Okay.
hey, I need you. Corbin, I got to go through such and such. And now the parents say, what am I going to do now? Because now it's the priest that set this up, right? You reverence and honor the priest as being the ones who now supposed to be dealing with the go-between between you and the Most High. How am I going to go and say something against the priest when this now he's giving that to them when he's doing the service for the Most High? What am I going to do? I can't say nothing, right?
Yeah.
I got something to say. Forget them. I can't do it. It's like for me, if they needed something to be done, and I'm supposed to do it, I'm obligated. I'm supposed to give them something, right? That's a part. And I was like, nah, I gotta go. I'm gonna go take that, get that to the church, get that to the school. That's my gift. But I had really no intention of doing that. That's just my way out. That's like how Israel would go and sacrifice an animal because they knew the Most High had it in it, so I can go commit the sin.
Yeah.
I can go and do it. It was never my intention to not do it. It was my intention to do it because I had a way out. I had a scapegoat to go and say, hey, I'm going to get an animal and just do this. Well, these men have made it easier for them to kill them to this kind of not really reverence or honor their parents like that. By saying this is a gift, I don't have to do that for you.
Yeah.
Says make this class, and they may not even be giving anything to them. It's just an easy way to just
to avoid it completely.
Yeah, just to avoid the responsibility.
Let me read. All right, let me read the scripture.
No, please, no, let me get this out here too. And what you said, I'm with you 1,000%. And what Moses said, that's the truth. But what you say right here, what you say, Corbin?
Corbin.
Let me just ask you this right here. Who put that? I guess when it's read, Jesus said it, right? Mm-hmm. So is that like that's what law we ain't got to follow because you're going against what God said when he spoke Moses.
That was a tradition that the priests that then set up.
So now they throw that in your face then too.
So this was your house shot. Yeah, that was what they was doing.
You're right.
And they getting on your house shot by not even with
unwashed hands.
Right. So you're like, I'm talking about unclean hands. Look what you done did. You done set up these traditions that's causing the people to now break the Most High's commandment. Right? And they're supposed to be people who teaching the commandment.
And that's something that man brought into this Bible. I'm saying. God, no, God just repeated it.
Yeah, the house shot is explaining what they were doing.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, young man.
I mean, the things that you could read, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, you can find a lot of things about, your mother and your father. But let me just look at verse 16. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 16. He that forsaketh his father is as a blasphemer, and he that angereth his mother is cursed of God. And verse 12, it says, my son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he liveth.
What's that? What chapter?
Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Verse 12. Verse 12. So you can't just forsake your parents like that. He said to help them. But you have certain people, sometimes who's able to do it, they would go back and help their parents as much as they can, as much as they can. Because when you read it, I don't want to go into the whole of it. Chapter 3, or the beginning, or most of it coming down, as it talks about your mother and your father. Okay, all right. Verse 12. Okay, you got something? Oh. Verse 12, and he suffered him no more to be aught for his father or his mother. So It says right there in the Apocrypha, honor your father, for your father and your mother. You can't just forsake them like that. Because I mean, in the sense that you wouldn't want to know that you live in a nice, comfortable, this and that, and you have your mother and father just walking the street like that, and you can help them. Or they without anything, or sometimes they get, you know, old, really old, because they say, oh, you living so good and everything, and that's your mother out there, that's your father. You can't do that.
Right. So when you read it and it says, whatsoever thou mightest be profited by me, meaning whatever service you may think you may get from me or
Yeah.
receive from me, I ain't got to do it now. And I'm free from any obligation. So then the next verse says, and ye suffer him no more to do anything for his father or his mother. Right? So he's not obligated or bound anymore to do anything, because now you have made this new tradition that if he uses this trump card, this thing is saying,
Yeah.
he's free from doing any service. So now by saying he's free from doing any service for his parents, that now just made him transgress the Most High's commandment. Right?
Yeah.
Because he don't have to honor his father no more.
Yeah, like what it says, it says, he that forsaketh his father is as a blasphemer.
Right.
Yeah.
And the way they were saying it too is, he telling the Most High why these people here, they not following the tradition of their fathers, right? And they become like hypocrites. They're making laws that benefit them, not really their fathers.
Right,
their
true.
forefathers.
There you go, right there in the Bible.
Right. The real law of the forefathers to keep the commandments. And that's why Yahweh shall push this to them, because they're not following honor thy father and thy mother, but they want people to keep the tradition of their forefathers, which is washing hands.
Yeah.
So they want people to look at the priests that set up this rules for people to follow, right? So the rules that they put in place is to benefit them rather than really the Most High's commandments.
Yeah, it was just a heavy burden that put upon heavy burdens upon the people. Verse 13. Making the word of God of through your tradition, which ye have delivered, and many such like things ye do. So you're making the Most High, you know, with the word of God not in effect, because you have your own your own thing.
And on top of it, among other things that they also.
Yeah. So I mean, one time somebody was we are there talking to Amalek and things like that, right? Yeah, the Bible said the Torah is there, which they're not the real Jews anyway, but they say that they have their Talmud, as if the Talmud is greater than the Bible. The Bible stands for itself, and they little thing when they write down or whatever, they even to break the law, the things that certain things that they do is to breaking the law. The Bible stands for itself, not no Talmud. So they sometimes they get people, some of our, some of our people get caught up out there. Oh yeah, the Talmud, the Bible, which is it? No. So verse 14. And when he had called all the people unto him, he said unto them, hearken unto me, every one of you, and understand. There is nothing from without a man that entering into him can defile him, but the things which come out of him, those are they that defile the man. So certain churches will look at that and say, "Oh yeah, it's not going to defile you if you eat all kind of food. You could eat a vulture if you want to, or pigs, or bush meat, and so on. So it's not going to defile you. You can eat anything you want." So he's not talking about.
That's what they want to say. So now, how we respond? Go ahead.
No,
Jesus just said we can eat anything.
Yeah, it's not going to defile you. It's just their food. You can eat a bush meat. You look at that.
Pig, you can
It's not going to
wait
defile.
a minute.
go ahead. I'll answer that now. You gotta clear that up.
Okay, excuse me, not to get into it, but when the boss said, when we come back to defend ourselves, because you know, if they read Jesus' statement to you, and you told me, okay, that right there, that's a fight right there. Dirty hand, y'all nasty. Yup, and he's like,
He just said it.
Yeah.
What's it?
Well, how would you do it?
yeah, I was
You go to the question. Man.
Let's go to the whole thing. Verse
The law
16. If
says-
any, I mean, the law is the law. It's clean and unclean food. We have that. Let's go down. If any man have ears to hear, let him hear. And entered into the house from the people, his disciple asked him concerning the parable. And he said unto them, Are ye so without understanding? Do ye not perceive that whatsoever thing from without into the man, it cannot defile him, because it entered not into his heart. You see, you're talking about the heart,
We're not talking about really the stomach.
but into the belly and going out into drought, purging all meats.
He's talking about
The heart.
I ain't talking about that.
So the law still stands on unclean and green.
Exactly.
He's saying that pig ain't gonna mess up your heart.
Yeah, it'll kill you behind.
Spirit. We talking about spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
The number 15. Gotta have some defense. Well, I
Yes.
guess I could go to Leviticus 11.
Yeah. I mean, he's talking to people who know the law,
Yeah. Law.
know the laws of the Most High.
Well,
With clean and
you see how
unclean
long
feet.
the conversation was?
But they have their tradition, and it's coming out of the man
I got it.
that defileth the man. For from within of men proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, theft, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness.
Okay. I like
You see that
Oh.
scripture right?
Yeah.
About unclean, not what in, that's not what makes it unclean. That's where knowing the foundation, that's where it comes in. Because if you, without understanding the foundation, the basics of the dietary law, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
That's why you can't start a story at the end of the story. You got to get it from the beginning, and then you can understand the plot. Right? So if you read this by itself without understanding what's clean and unclean, you're gonna think the outcast is talking about everything that you can do.
right.
Right? So that's where understanding the foundation of the dietary and what you cannot do. So you cannot take the story from the middle, the whole thing.
Right, because you're missing something.
Yes.
Because he's talking about the heart of it.
Just say, he's not talking about food. He's talking about art.
I mean, one friend right
Yeah,
here is
your
talking
heart.
about food, but he transitioned to tell you what
What can make somebody unclean?
But,
With this verse, he's talking about food.
but he's talking spiritually though. He's not talking about food. He's talking about the heart and mind.
Right. Right. The combination. It's both. It's both.
But what I'm saying, he makes the separation because he says it's not going to make your hands because we're talking is going to come out of your you know.
Yeah, yeah, right.
That's what he's saying. So he is a separation of food and spirit. But he said, what you speak ain't coming from that food, it's coming from your heart.
Yeah.
What you speak. When you speak, it's coming from your heart and your mind.
Yeah, the heart and mind, huh?
That's what he was saying, right?
Yeah, because he said when you talking about your heart,
Yeah, you go ahead.
your heart don't. It's right.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Be like politicians now or something back in that time. To make the laws, rules, and regulations.
Something like that.
Oh, okay, all right. So when I go to throw this back on him, I can hit him real hard. All right. Go ahead, I'm with you, brother.
What's the song, Pharisees?
Yeah,
And so,
yeah, like a Pharisee.
yeah.
Right?
What's that?
Yeah, I'll beat to it.
Pharisees means that you had distinction between the Pharisees and the Sadducees, whereas both of them were under the law, but Sadducees, the spirits didn't believe in angels, they didn't believe in man and the spirit. They didn't believe in any of that.
I'm gonna tell you,
God didn't believe this person. Yeah, they ain't going to the spirit. They ain't
right? Sadducees, right?
Sadducees.
Sadducees. Oh, okay, I got. I'm looking at this.
The scribes were pretty much almost like Pharisees. Pharisees, yeah, they'll see the fact. Scribes are kind of like the real ones who are hardcore into the law, like going and reading. They kind of like the Pharisees. You usually see the scribes and the Pharisees together, and then you'll see other separate Sadducees.
Who they be like right now today?
Oh.
Okay.
People wrote that.
Hold on.
Right, the Pharisees believe in resurrection, angels, spirits. Sadducees don't.
And what about the scribes?
He was like the first.
They were more sort of like the Pharisees.
Now she just asked a question on there. Say that again. What you say?
That's what
They're the like person who was like more so in the law and then who had I'm gonna get that scripture too, but we find this on here about this scripture. Pharisees Acts.
Yeah, Pharisees was like politicians back in the day. Say things, say do what they want to do. You don't get killed, stoned, brick, beheaded.
They laid that heavy burden.
Yeah, that's the class last night.
And what's about getting that? He said Jeremiah 17:9. He said the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Yeah, some
Acts 23.
about describing the Pharisees.
Yeah. Acts and 6.
43 to 6.
Acts 23 6.
Yeah, I've been here. Paul,
Oh, 6. You can read it?
Yeah, so it says, but when Paul perceived that one part was Sadducees and the other Pharisees, he cried out in the council, men and brethren, I'm a Pharisee, the son of a Pharisee. Of the hope and resurrection of the dead, I am called in question. So what he did was, the crowd that's coming against him, he looked into the crowd and recognized that you had some of those were Sadducees and some of those were Pharisees. So now to divert the attention off of himself and to cause contention amongst the crowd, he said, look, let me go back to why I'm called in question. I'm called in question because of the resurrection of the dead. He could have just went and phrased it a different way, but he's talking about I'm called in question because he was out there advocating for Yahushua. But I'm called in question for the resurrection of the dead. And the reason why he does that is because it says, and when he had so said, there arose a dissension between the Pharisees and the Sadducees, and the multitude was divided. For the Sadducees say that there is no resurrection, neither angel nor spirit, but the Pharisees confess both. Right?
Yeah.
So when he did that, then that caused a contention, a dissension in the crowd. Reading on, it says, and there arose a great cry, and the scribes that were of the Pharisees' part arose and strove, saying, we find no evil in this man. But if a spirit or an angel had thus spoken to him, let us not fight against him. Right? So here it is.
Against
so when
God.
the scribes is there, they did what? They followed along with the Pharisees. They said, listen, if he talking like that, then we ain't gonna really say nothing against him because we believe in the angels and the spirits and the resurrection.
You said against God.
Huh?
That's what you have. I saw against God. Yeah.
Let us not fight against God, because what he's saying is, if he believes in these spirits, that means like the Most High sent that angel to come talk to him. If that happened, who are we to go fight against God? That's like the Most High sent you to go talk to Ezra.
Yeah.
Right? So that's something that the Pharisees don't believe in. The Sadducees, man, get that stuff out of here. There ain't no angel coming to talk to no man. Ain't no spirits coming down and doing nothing. Whereas the Pharisees do believe that. So that they're like, look, if that happened, let us not strive against the Most High. We ain't going to go, because they believe it. I ain't going to say that that didn't happen. And now put me in the fault. Right? So let's just leave that part alone.
This is Democrat and Republican.
No.
Yeah, fight against each other. They don't agree with it, not agree with it. They got a commercial out there, they husband and wife. I'm a Democrat, he's a Republican. We go through it. And my man sitting on the other side, I said, right there, they no good, no matter what, you're gonna go through, no matter what. Right?
Two wings on the same bird.
There you go. I said, man, that's a commercial there. Okay, back to you, good bro.
Verse 23. All these evil things come from within and defile the man. Like already, the mind is deceitful and desperately wicked. All these things defile a man. Verse 24. And from thence he arose and went into the border of Tyre and Zidon, and entered into an house, and would have no man know it, but he could not be hid. So he entered into the house, and people know where he was. For a certain woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit heard of him and came and fell at his feet. She knew fell at his feet to recognize who he was. And the woman was a Greek, a Syrophoenician by nation. And she besought him that he would cast forth the devil out of her daughter. She was a Greek. A Greek is so-called Caucasian, so-called Edomites. This is a Greek. A real, Edomite. But Jesus said unto her, let the children first be filled, for it is not meat, which is not right, to take the children's bread and to cast it unto the dogs. So it's not, children's blessing to cast it unto the dogs. Say, verse. You can tell the children food and cast it to dogs. And say verse 20. That's when
He said he didn't mean it.
Verse. He didn't mean it. This is in red.
I said, he called my dog. And she admitted that she was at that dog.
Wait. Don't go ahead, no, man.
And I'm just saying with the Jehovah's Witness, they would tell me, no, he didn't call it, but he taken it out of context.
That's what I read.
I don't really call her a dog, but he said what dogs do, and she agreed.
Right.
Oh, read. Oh, okay, Gabar. Read Isaiah 40, 15, and 17. Yeah, read that for me, please.
We said 40, 15 to 17.
Yes.
All right, Isaiah 40.
Hold on for a minute, cousin. I'm sleeping.
He was
He
sleeping.
was not sleeping. I thought he was out of school.
Shai, wake him up for me, please.
Great going back to a seat.
Back to the park.
For class participation. I'm just saying that word is not saying that's short one time.
What do you say? He? Hold
Oh, la
Yeah. The children bread, the children blessing, because you have your children's food.
Right.
You're not gonna take your children's food and give it to the dogs, and they have nothing to eat.
As the children eat first, then there's something left over, you can throw it in the garden.
Yeah. All right, read it for me. Isaiah 40, 15, and 17.
Let me see if my age school is right. Good.
You got it?
Let me see. All right. Isaiah 40, 17, 15
No,
to
15.
17.
No, 15 and 17.
Oh, okay. Okay. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing.
Verse 17.
All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity.
So the most I say, the nations are like nothing, you know. I'm not saying like for example, I'm just making a small scale. Like for example, the paparazzi, them right? They're running out there and they're taking pictures of celebrities and so on and so forth, and then an ordinary person has come up there and it's like, yeah, you ain't nobody, we don't want you, you're nobody. We look for the celebrities and stuff. So the most I, as Israel, we're valuable to the Most High. We're His chosen people. So like nothing to Him. So it says the children, for the children of Israel, right, and to cast it to dogs. So she's in an equivalent of being a dog. All right, Zakar.
So much. You're taking the 200 or 800. No, okay.
Zakar.
Here you go. Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. See, God gonna help us no matter what.
Isaiah what?
Isaiah 41:14.
Oh, redeem us. Oh, okay. All right. Let's go back to this.
With me now.
Yes. Go on.
Yes, God said right there.
Yeah. All right.
Redeemer.
All right. Verse 28. Verse 28. And she answered and said unto him, Yes, Lord. To give him that title. Yes, Lord. Yet the dogs under the table eat up the children's crumbs. Yeah, you're right. The blessing and everything is going to the children. And the children of Israel, blessing and everything. And to the dogs. So she equating to the crumbs that the dogs don't eat the food that comes on the mass, the food that's on the table for the children. Dogs don't eat that. They eat the crumbs. They eat the lesser stuff.
Bones and stuff. You pick the phone, you just hold it. You put the cats to the phone. So
Yeah, okay. Well, my dog used to eat the food off the table too. That's why I would give it to him. Give my butt one.
But you're not gonna give them your children food.
No, that's what I think it's my food.
Yeah, can't smart.
No, but even if the dog ate the food off the table, give it to under the table.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
people sit up there.
He was sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Right? So
Amen.
the beauty of this parable, as far as the context wise, the back and forth between him and this woman gives you the whole context. Because if you step through it and he said, he wasn't meant to sent to give the blessing for the prayers for the children to dogs. Well, who's he talking about right there? He said that, right?
Yeah.
Why did he say that? Right? You just ask those who, what, when, where's, and why question. Who is he talking to? Who is he referring to in this sentence? Right? And then as you read on down, who is she referring to in the sentence when she says, yes, Lord, yet the dogs? Who is she talking about or referring to in that one? Because one would say, yeah, it's like a parable. Well, I was like, he's making a comparison between two things. But what is being compared? It's the same thing when you read any other parable with the owner of the vineyard. Who is that, right? He's making a comparison between himself and what this is supposed to be. So you're going to have contexts that you just have to use.
They're going to do it.
Yeah. But because of how they taught,
They love the white man.
yeah.
There you go.
No, you can't be. No, he's the white man.
No, it's equivalent
They're not
to
talking. They're not calling him a dog.
it's equivalent to dogs. Like some people might say even Gentile dogs and
I
stuff.
said, man, he said he was a dog. Roof. Yeah, I should have put up the part. I should have put up the right. I should have put the part about it's tradition. Isn't traditional? Don't you give your dog your scraps after you eat? That's what I should have put. But that's what he said. He's giving them the scraps.
Yeah, get this guy.
It's traditional. Just like the Pharisees said, you wash your hands, you give your food to the dogs.
So I mean, so you have Matthew 10:5 and 6. Yahushua, Jesus Christ is telling them to go just to Israel, not even to the Samaritans. Don't even go there, or the Gentiles. Don't even go there. So don't even go to their territories. Because the Samaritans and the Ethiopians today, don't even go over there. So
Yeah, we can quote everybody over there. That's how we got up in Africa.
They went over to our enemies and
You're right.
yeah. So
Oh, so that's why he told him don't go there because we used to be further.
we were allies.
Allies, fight.
We was allies and fighting, but we wasn't sharing wives and all that stuff.
So, even sometimes during the Bible, with the Babylonian captivity, we look into Egypt for help, and Egypt was turned back. They're gonna get involved like that. So we have to go to certain things. Then. So now Jesus Christ, the Yahushua is on the scene, and he's telling directly, like this same.
Even the army guy who sent the guy there, and he came back and brought him to build it free, he went and told somebody, believe me, he went and told somebody. Oh, you know that? And I can't tell you, but he's fine.
So you can read the same story in Matthew chapter 15.
Okay, right. A lot of people did.
And
Yes, I believe with you, man. Yes, it is. Just like I'm speaking about guns, about him missing 28 years and all that, that's what he's doing. That's my opinion. And they killed right on that good stuff and here, all the things he did. But back to you up here, young man.
Yeah, so you can read the same story in Matthew chapter 15, verse 21. Like even verse 24. Verse 24, Matthew 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So who's sending Yahushua is the Most High, Yahweh. He gave specific instruction. This Edomite woman, this so-called white woman, Greek woman, is coming to him. And she said, yes, Lord, even the dogs under the table eat of the children's crumbs. So she's asking for crumbs. Verse 29, and he said unto her, for this saying, because she knew her position and she knew who he was, for this saying, she humbled herself so much and she equating herself to dogs. Go thy way, the devil is gone out of thy daughter. For this saying, because she humbled herself greatly, that she wasn't going to come up to him face by face and just want to be saying blessing as Israel. She knew her place. That's why now you see some more people, some of these nations realize that we're the children of the Most High, and Isaiah 49:23, they come and lick the dust of our feet.
Whoa. What's that?
The nations realize
No.
that what? Okay.
Read Isaiah 49:23.
49:23.
And also, I want to read this.
You want to go there? By licking my feet.
Licking the dust. Yeah. You're making me losing my scriptures now. I have it. I have my scriptures. No, I'm going to another scripture.
Oh, go ahead. I can read it myself.
Yeah, you can read that. Like
49:23.
Zachariah, you can read this for me.
Where you at?
Revelation 3:9.
49:2. It's 3:9.
It's 3:9.
Where you get there, young man?
Yeah, you can read that for me, please.
Revelation 3:9?
Yes.
You know that?
You can read it for me?
Who you want, the water again?
No, you.
Okay. Son, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee.
That's it. The Most High gonna make Amalek come before our feet, come and worship before our feet, to know that the Most.
That's after World War III. Y'all put it in the before.
So that's now.
What's that?
Revelation 3:9.
When they come and worship before our feet, you think that's after World War III? Well, it's already happened, but you said people have already bowed down to it.
It's but that would make like front page,
What?
right? For the Amalek. For Revelation 3:9.
What happened when our brothers in other class?
They get 6 feet.
They've been down with 52nd Street.
Hold on now. Is it like that? I told my
white
mom.
people came up, got down on their knees. And then the children of Israel.
Somebody
I don't know if they were preachers or not, but
They were white.
I just noticed they was white people bowed down.
That was enough right there. No, that's
Other
all
school.
This had to happen in our school class before.
Sure.
Oh, I'm gonna say it's her wrong.
Yeah,
What did we get outside?
never know. I was.
So it's hard. This prophecy has happened not on a wide scale basis, but it has happened.
Next time we get my cameras out. Hey, can you do that again, please?
Well, that's what the scriptures say.
Yeah.
When I take it out.
I didn't see it. You did?
Verse 29.
All right, great.
Verse 29. And he said unto her, for this saying, go thy way, go thy way, the devil is gone out of thy daughter. And she humbled herself, greatly humbled herself. Verse 30. And when she was come to her house, she found the devil gone out and her daughter laid upon the bed. Verse 31. Verse 31. And again, departing from the coast of Tyre and Sidon, he came unto the sea of Galilee through the midst of the coast of the Decapolis. Decapolis. Verse 32. And they bring unto him one that was deaf and had an impediment in his speech, and they beseech him to put his hand upon him. So they had enough faith that he know that Yahushua can do this.
This, this, right here.
Verse 33. And he took him aside from the multitude and put his fingers into his ears, and he spit and touched his tongue. So they brought him unto him because they know that he has that healing powers for this man who was deaf, an impediment in his speech. On to Mark.
Yeah, so I don't know if you were with us, but if you remember, when we went to that church in Philly that time, I think it was a few of us. I know Bash Mom, I can't remember who else went. But there were the brothers that came here to the school one time, and we went back and forth and just talked about scriptures. We met them at camp, and they came here.
Oh, the two or three brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we went to their church. And then while we were at this church, one of the brothers that was there was questioning the Apocrypha. He was saying that the Apocrypha was witchcraft. Because
really?
When you read the story of Tobit, when his father when he was blind, and the angel told him to take the gall and strike it on his eyes to see all that stuff that they was doing was witchcraft stuff to get his father healed or made from blindness. Well, we just read now Yahushua, because they believe in the scripture in the New Testament, Yahushua taking spit and doing all stuff and going up to heaven. One would consider the same thing that was going on in the Apocrypha with Raphael, to be almost in conjunction with what we read here in the scriptures, right? Because one would look at that and deem that to be such. But they couldn't understand the correlation that it really didn't have anything to do with the spit or by the time, be it as though you said or thou sayest, and everything was given done. So he could have done the same thing here, but he didn't. He went and just took the spit and did the whole thing, and then that's how the man was healed. But now this is a great correlation amongst it. This is a great correlation to show how people's unbelief in Christ or the Most High, based on certain things, is easily going to be their stumbling block, right? The scriptures tell you in Isaiah that he puts stumbling blocks in the way for those who do read it, so they can get caught and snared and trapped because they don't have the right spirit involved, right? So certain men, when they read, they have the Bible and advocate and say, yeah, I'm a believer in Christ, but they're going to still stumble at Christ. They're going to still stumble at the Sabbath day. They're going to still stumble at the dietary law. They're going to stumble a lot of things that they read because they don't have the right spirit.
Malak, close this door.
I got it. I'm up.
Okay. So it's just like the Most High tell him to do it. The Most High, Yahushua did it. But even, I just want to, I don't want to read the whole story. When you read in 2 Kings chapter 5, verse. This man was a leper. So 2 Kings chapter 5 verse 10, and Elisha sent a messenger unto him, saying, Go and wash in Jordan 7 times, and thy soul. But Naaman was wroth and went away and said, Behold, I thought he will surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God and strike his hand over the place and recover the leper. So he just told him to go and, let's read that. Are not Abana and far rivers of Damascus better than all the waters of Israel? May I not wash in them and be clean? So he turned and went away in a rage. He told him simply just to go and wash 7 times. So we're talking about, other rivers, What about those other rivers? Aren't they better?
He was looking at the difference in rivers. You know what I mean? My river look way better than that. Why you put me in that dirty river, y'all?
No, not even say dirty, but I'm saying
it's not dirty, but it just look better.
No, it says maybe is a more famous river or whatever, or better, whatever. It is in his eyes.
It may look better.
We don't want to put anything in it, but it's just that he simply told him to just do that.
Right.
But he thought otherwise.
Right.
And let me read this.
Better because that one wasn't for him. Right. Who killed him, though? Jesus said for him. Jesus didn't say it.
7 years. Stop. Change. There we go.
Go ahead.
I just wanna one thing I wanna that's why I get it quickly.
While he think about that wording where he said that just before the man was healed, that wording right there. Now, what is Is that what is that? Is that Hebrew?
Chapter 5.
Can we find those words in the Hebrew that we study, or is that ancient Hebrew?
That's ancient Hebrew. And look at what's that? HP.
Discussion.
You the special.
Is that special sit right up there too?
Oh, let me read something real quick, right? Matthew 17:27. It says, notwithstanding, lest we should offend them, go thou up, the fish that first cometh up has opened his mouth, thou shalt find a piece of money, that take and give unto them for me and thee. Very simple instruction. Go and do that, and you
pay your taxes.
Yeah.
When it was taxing the disciples.
Yeah.
The disciples that had the money. And they told them how to get the money.
So not go there or do that. Why that? Why can't I go there and blah blah blah? Why can't I go and find a rock and look under it and find it? He gave me specific instructions what to do and to find it. Very simple.
What is is that in our word in Hebrew or that's ancient Hebrew?
Verse 34.
That's Greek.
Yes.
Okay. He read it in Hebrew when he was reading Hebrew.
But how do you put that?
Okay, that's Greek. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the a process that he did to heal this man. Verse 33, and he took him aside from his tongue, and looking up to heaven, he sighed and said unto him, Ephrathah, that is, be open. So he did it according to this healing. He could have did any way he chose, but this how he did it this way. Be open. And straightway, I mean, if it was me, I take that blessing. She's saying like unsanitary.
Who tongue did he touch? The dude tongue or Christ's tongue? And he spit. Huh?
Jesus spit.
Did Christ spit? Who tongue did he touch?
Man tongue, so he can talk.
Oh, okay.
If I was the man and I get that blessing, thank you, Jesus. To water Yahweh Shem Yasham Mashiach.
That word went out back in the day. What? Say the word again? Saying who? Sanitary wasn't that word went out. But when he was healing people like that.
Unclean hands. That's it.
Sanitary, clean, always.
They did something like that.
Wait.
Hold on. This is Yahweh Shah we're talking about.
Yeah.
So Yahweh Shah come, you're gonna say, hold up, Yahweh Shah. You gotta go in the bathroom, or you gotta. This is Yahweh Shah.
You hold
This is the man who are unclean. He made clean.
Yes.
Yeah. Just by touching him, he made them clean. So
I
I
hope he sneezes on you or something.
All the while while people are just praying and just touch the hem of his garment. Not even him. Like they're not even touching his body, they're just touching the hem of his garment.
Yeah.
If he kicks dirt on you or something come off of him, anything that come off of him for him.
And man, I look at those guys who are leprosy. They're like so elated, He said, go do the offering to Moses, whatever. And the man ran all over the place and tell everybody. I mean, that's a blessing.
Hey, wait a minute. Listen.
He just said,
Let people outside.
anything that come off, I'm going to heal you, bro.
He said if he's fart, your mouth can be
You
good.
better smell it. You be
Oh, Jesus, thank you. Oh, no, I can breathe now.
And some of them had the bones. They were so close.
Oh, man, he won't win down.
Right there,
Let's not take this out of context or something. This is Yahweh Shah coming from the Most High. He said, like I say, he said, show us the Father. You have seen me, you have seen the Father. So that's the blessing come to me. I'll be so happy. So you rather the man stay deaf and still have a speech impediment and he continue like.
No, it's not that the man would rather stay deaf. I think the discussion is that
Yeah.
Say you was deaf.
Yeah, you will want
Me, I'll take that.
We too far off in it, right? Let's say he wasn't Yahweh Shah. This wasn't Yahweh Shah in his context. Some holistic doctor, right? A holistic doctor came and said, listen, I know you've been deaf since you've been born, but I'm going to make you so you can hear, right? And he did that. You're going to say, hold up, nah. No, you can't do all that. Or if you're going to heal me, if that's going to take me to get some, I have to deal with that. I'll take it. So I can hear or see or whatever.
One time, you spit on me like that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Spit on me now.
Listen,
You been drinking, Jesus?
listen. Let my daughter tell you. Sometimes when I'm talking to her, I indirectly spit on her.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah,
you spit on me.
you.
You've been talking a little too much.
Kids like that.
Yeah.
Look,
So, hey,
the Gentiles have certain things. They put a piece of cloth and they package it and all of that. Some people have it in the house all laid up like that. You know. So yeah, this little piece of cloth heals me. So
35.
35. And straightway his ears were open and the string of his tongue was loosed, and he spake plain instead of having the impediment.
Who spit? So he put the spit on that man something.
Verse 36. And he charged them that they should tell no man, but more he charged them so much the more a great deal they published it.
He told people.
I mean, it's a joyous thing.
Heard nothing all night. Who was that? That black kid that never here named Jesus? Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Right there.
I have more respect than that.
Yeah. So believe me, you have people talking all types of ways back
Well, he
then.
was black in that.
That's right.
I can say nappy head.
Well, not what you call it, hair of sheep wool. They call it nappy today.
That's right, nappy.
No,
He was
I
black.
That's right.
So he ain't said nothing wrong.
ain't gonna say no nappy. That's your natural hair coming out of your head.
Okay, not we won't use nappy. That might be a white man. He was black.
Say wool.
He was colored.
Oh, he was dark, right?
No, he was colored. No, I'm talking about he was colored.
Oh, he's trying to do that.
Say wool texture hair.
He's brown.
All right. Let me continue.
Yes. Because nobody's black.
Verse 37.
Dark shades.
Verse different shades of brown. Verse 37. And were beyond measure astonished, saying, He had done all things well. He maketh both the deaf to hear and the dumb to speak. And it's a blessed thing. You get that blessing
Right.
coming from the Most High.
You just put your hand on my child. Please. No, come on. You can spit on him. All right, right. You're in trouble, man.
No, I won't. So that's not so much.
No, you can't do that to your face.
And he didn't even spit on the dude. He spit. I didn't say he spit on him. I said he spit.
Read it again.
They didn't even say he spit in his hand. He just said he spit.
No, he said he took them aside from the multitude. Come in there, come in there.
What do you mean?
And put his finger into his ears.
Right.
And he spit and touched his tongue. Now he did that.
Now, you got both your
Fingers.
fingers in his ears and you stand in front of him. So he might have spit on him. Or you stand in the back. If you stand in front of him, you stand in the back. But you aimed at his body. So if you spit, you're going to have to hit him.
And touched his tongue. It should say, and then, I don't know if he has a amen.
I'm thinking he spit in his hands, but then touched his tongue. When he said he spit.
I don't even know if he's spit in his hands or no, he could have just spit on the ground. I don't know.
Well, if I'm standing in front of you with my hand in your ears,
But
I did my hand.
I don't know if it's at the same
Your
time.
fingers.
probably just right in his back.
And put his fingers.
No, you got your hands, your fingers in my ear.
Yeah.
But depending on how long your arms are, if you got short arms, then you got to spit on me. If you got long
No, I
arms,
don't.
you going to have to spit on my feet.
No, I don't.
You ain't that accurate that you going to spit. And this is what
Wait, so I can't turn my head and spit on
It didn't
his?
say he turned his
It
head.
didn't say he spit on him either. It just said he spit.
But we assuming,
We like there you go. We assuming.
if I got my hands in
We assuming.
your ears, and they say I put my head down to the ground, spit, I spit. So if we think that, I got my hand in your ears, Spit in his face.
He could have. And he could. And he could, and he could not have.
All right. Let me read this quickly. John chapter 9. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from birth. All right. Jump now to 6. And when he had thus spoken, he spat on the ground and made clay of the spittle, and he anointed the eyes of the blind man with the clay, and said unto him, Go wash in the pool of Siloam, which is been interpreted sent. He went his way, therefore, and washed and came seeing. So that's another healing right there. For the man to, yeah, he did it. The man was grateful for that. He was born blind, and he's able to see now. So it's a beautiful thing that Hawashai did that. Oh, okay. All right. That concludes the Sabbath service. Monday, like I said earlier, is the new moon. It's the 8th new moon, October the 8th, Monday, sundown. 8th month. I conclude the Sabbath service. It was beautiful. And for today, it ends in 35 minutes in Eastern Standard Time.
Which is Sabbath ends in 35 minutes.
Yeah. So still in the Sabbath. Sometimes we go on, sometimes, you know, go on. All right.
Next week.
Hold on. Let me find it. October 13th, second Ezra 5 and 6. Who's doing it? Oh, okay. Next Sabbath, second Ezra 5 and 6, which is in the Apocrypha, or some people have the original King James Version Bible. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel. Shalom.
Stay tuned for the closing prayers. Come on, guys, stop it. Come on, guys. Shemai. Barakatah Yahweh. Ba'asham Yahushai, Asherah, Netanelawa, Harya, Hakapan, Tawada, Aman, La, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, At Yasha'Allah. Blessed are you, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, that give to us fruit of the vine. Thank you, so be it, to Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, with Israel. Amadwa Panya, Jerusalem, stand and face Jerusalem. Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Babakashai, Shamai, Lanawa, Aita, Yamyan, Aitha, Shalak, Mayaka Allah, Wa'alayam, Tazodakyam, La, Shamar Ayat, Barak, Rapah, Magan, Waha Kazayak, Banya, Yasha'Allah, Washalak, Lanawa, Rabiam, Hakama, Rabiam, Da'ai, Rabiam, Bayana, Rabiam, Sabalamwat, Rabiam, Amawan, Rabiam, Aqua, Rabiam, Ahabiam, Rabiam, Aganai, Rakanaya, Wasalat, Kal, Katayimnawa, Lawarakiam, Weasha'Allah, Tamyad, Waiwalam, Ba'asham, Yahawashai, Tawada, Aman. Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashai, please listen to us now, right now. Send Michael and the righteous power angel to watch over, bless, heal, protect, and make strong the children of Israel, and send to us much wisdom, much knowledge, much understanding, much patience, much faith, much brotherhood, much love, much spiritual protection, and forgive all our sins for the brothers and Israel, always and forever. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. The four corner prayer. Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Barak Nawa, Weasha'Allah, Wabata Saparim, Shamai, Yasharala, Yahweh, Allahainawa, Yahweh, Akkad. Shalom, Israel. Enjoy the rest of the Sabbath and have a blessed week.